guys, welcome to my channel. I'm on my rooftop at the moment, and as you can see, the beautiful Shard in the background. It's an absolutely glorious day today in London, so I thought I'd get my camera out and just look at this blue sky. Just look at this blue sky. It's so unbelievable. This year we've just had the most amazing weather in London. It's been really good. We had a bit of a downer, I think, for last 2 weeks, but now we're back on it again, and it's just beautiful. It's just really nice. Yeah, so I decided I'd get my camera out today and do a little bit of filming, take advantage of this beautiful natural light, and just come at you with another video regarding some of the perils of being a grown-ass woman in our modern world that we live in. And one of them is redundancy. So this is for anybody that is going through redundancy at the moment, or the redundancy is in the pipeline or on the cards. This one's for you. Not necessarily anyone of a particular age, but obviously, you know, some of us that are much older, it's something that, you know, you might experience in your working life. And this is just my little take on what happened to me. So thanks for joining me on my channel. Please subscribe, please like, and yeah, I'll tell you a little bit about what's happened to me. Yeah, so I've worked in property management now for many moons. I started working when I was 16. Oh, this sun is just amazing today. Wow, sorry, I'm digressing. I'm just enjoying this gorgeous sunshine. Yes, I've worked in property management for quite a while. And like I said, I started working when I was very young, at about the age of 16. So I've always worked, I've always been employed. Like most people, I raised my family, you know, did all the usual adulting stuff that you do. And my last job that I had was working with a university in London, which I did for about, which I did for about 5 years in total. As a manager, I held a managerial position, and it was good. I really enjoyed the role. It was very challenging. I had the added advantage of being given property to live in. So, you know, I had a really good package, and it wasn't too demanding. And then enjoying what I was doing on a daily basis. It seems like I'm on a flight path. All I can hear is like planes. Look at that beautiful sky. Isn't it lovely? Anyway, yeah, so I was just doing what I was doing. And then one day I went into work, and there was a rumour going around that they were going to start making redundancies. Never been made redundant before, so I had no idea what the process would involve. But I just went with the flow, and officially we received notice about a month later after the rumours. So it was quite a scary time, actually, to be honest, because like I said, I've always worked. If I've left a job, it's, you know, voluntarily to go to another organisation, but never actually have I been asked to like leave. And it was scary, I must admit. I don't know for many of you who might have gone through the process, but it was actually very scary. It was a very confusing time for me. You know, when you're working, you never really expect to be told that, you know, your role is over. And I realised it was because, one, they wanted to restructure the department, and two, they kind of wanted to get rid of the old guard. So when I say old guard, I mean like those of us that had been employed for quite a number of years there. So it was all very new to me, very new to me. I got quite worried, because also I had the accommodation that came with the job. So anyway, it was a 6-month process of them finally telling us to go on our merry way, because there's a lot of laws they have to follow. There's a lot of consultancy they have to do. You know, there's a lot of meetings that have to be held. But finally the day came, and they decided that, yep, they're going to go ahead with it, and we're all going to like lose our jobs. And that's what happened. What I want to say, basically, that was like the background to my own redundancy story. So what I really want to say is anybody that's actually going through this at the moment, just take heart that at the end of the day, these, especially in the current climate that we're in, a lot of organisations are downsizing. A lot of organisations want younger staff members. A lot of organisations are just folding because of financial reasons. So I feel the first thing is not to really take it personally. 9 times out of 10, there isn't a lot you can do about it. Secondly, what I would advise anybody in that predicament to do is to try and see if there are like alternatives. In terms of like alternative positions maybe within the company that you can maybe take another role. Sometimes that means though that you have to, take a pay cut. But if you're quite happy with the organisation that you're working with, then sometimes that can be worth it. What I advise you to do is to make sure that you're getting the correct legal representation, not necessarily with a lawyer, but with the union, if you're involved in any kind of like union, association, any kind of like organisation that can help you with your rights in terms of the package that they may be offering you, making sure that they're following the correct procedure, because there are a lot of laws they have to follow and they have to make sure that they stick to like a timeline. So make sure you're getting correct legal representation. That could even be trying to get like citizens advice, Citizens Advice Bureau, trying to get Citizens Advice Bureau. I don't know what it's called elsewhere, but that's what it's called in the UK. That's really important because sometimes, now I've got the ice cream man, I've got the flight path and I've got the ice cream man. Digressing again. Just make sure that you're, the organisation is covering all the bases to make sure you're getting, the right package and they're dealing with you correctly. Because sometimes when they're in a haste to get rid of you, they can try and like cut corners, which it did happen in our case. Like they did try and sort of bamboozle us and try and confuse us with the whole process of why they were getting rid of us in the first place. On a personal level though, I would say, it's difficult, especially if you've got like mortgages, you've got rent, you've got commitments, which a lot of us do have. I would say make sure that you're covered financially as well. That can cover you for a period of time. So if it really even means negotiating, I think it's called garden leave. So you can still keep working for a number of months or weeks, even after the redundancy. So that sort of buys you a little bit of time with money. And just take heart, really. I know it can be very demoralising. I mean, when it happened to me, I was totally lost. Like, I'd never experienced anything like that in the past. I was totally lost. And I think when you're of a certain age, you can kind of feel quite unsettled, because then it means now you have to start thinking about looking for another job. And when you're a certain age, that's not easy, especially if you've been in a job for so many years and you kind of know the job inside out, and that's where all your skill base is. And now you've got to think about writing out a CV, and it's all very long. At the end of the day, if you're still of working age, then it's something that unfortunately, it may hit you. What you need to do also is, if you're going to look for another job, you need to try and get your CV up to scratch. There are a lot of employment organisations that can help you sort of revive your CV, like get it up to scratch. Also think about maybe starting up a business. If you've worked somewhere for a really long time, you should be entitled to quite a good amount of money. So maybe it could be sometimes a blessing in disguise that you're going to get a little bit out of the rat race, and you can think about maybe starting that business you've always wanted to do. I would also say take time out as well. Take time out after the redundancy. If you've got enough money, you can afford to do that. maybe take time out, enjoy the time, you know, go on holiday, explore, have a little bit of a gap so that you can kind of like mentally regroup before you head back into the employment market. So those are a few tips for you, ladies and gentlemen. There is life after redundancy. I chose to travel after I got made redundant. I chose to travel, and I've pretty much kind of not really been in full-time employment for nearly 2 years. I've sort of been dipping and diving into a lot of different things, because I feel it just made me realise that, you know, after working for so many years, there are other things that I could explore apart from just the normal 9 to 5. So good luck with it. Take heart. Like I said, there is still life. And yeah, drop a comment below if you've been through this experience. You've got some advice for other people that are watching this channel. And look at this glorious view. Still enjoying the beautiful sunshine. And yeah, loads more topics to come on my channel. So thanks for joining me. If there's any suggestions that you've got, please put them in the comment section below. And like, share with your family, friends, aunties, uncles, whoever you think that would enjoy my channel. And stay blessed, stay safe, and I will speak to you soon. Peace out.